This is about inscribed angles. An inscribed angle is an angle whose vertex is on a circle and sides that contain chords of the circle. For both central and inscribed angles, we're going to be referring to something called the intercepted arc. An intercepted arc has endpoints on the sides of an inscribed angle and lies in the interior of the inscribed angle. Okay, so here I have a picture. Angle JKL represents an inscribed angle because the vertex is on the circle, and side JK and side KL are sides of the circle. Arc JL represents the intercepted arc because it's the arc that lies between the sides of the inscribed angle. Now, there is a relationship between the inscribed angle and the intercepted arc. The measure of an inscribed angle is half the measure of the intercepted arc. So in this particular picture, angle 1 is my inscribed angle, and the intercepted arc is arc AB. So the measure of angle 1 is 1/2 of arc AB. Okay. A little shorthand equation I like to keep kind of as a formula. I like to say and remind myself that the angle is always equal to 1/2 of the intercepted arc. And I use this often when I solve specific problems involving inscribed angles. Let's look at example number 1. Find each measure. In number 1, I want to find the measure of arc AC, and I'm given an inscribed angle, angle ABC. And angle ABC has a measure of 36 degrees. Okay. So using what I know about inscribed angles, I know that the inscribed angle is equal to 1/2 of the intercepted arc. Okay. So I know that angle B is equal to 1/2 the measure of arc AC. Now I'm going to plug in what I know. I know the measure of my angle is 36 degrees. I know 36 degrees is equal to 1/2 the measure of arc AC. I'm going to solve this equation for the arc. Notice I'm multiplying by 1/2. The opposite would be to divide both sides by 1/2. Remember, dividing by 1/2 is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 1/2 is 2/1. So I'm going to multiply both sides of my equation by 2/1. Now, 2 divided by 1 is just 2. So on the left-hand side, I have 2 times 36. That equals 72. On the right-hand side, half of 2 is 1, and 1 times the measure of arc AC is the measure of arc AC. So the measure of arc AC is 72 degrees. Okay, number 2, I want to find the measure of angle N. Angle N is an inscribed angle. Arc LK is given at 62 degrees. That is the measure of the intercepted arc. So I know that angle N is equal to 1/2 the measure of arc LK or KL. I'm going to plug in what I know. I'm finding the measure of angle N, and the measure of arc LK is 62 degrees. To find angle N, I'm going to multiply 62 by 1/2, which is the same as taking 62 divided by 2. And angle N is 31 degrees. Okay, I would like for you to pause the video, and I want you to try problem number 3. And when we come to our next in-person class, we will check our answers for problem number 3.